Welcome to THG News Today with Mervyn Henley. It is Wednesday, it is the 6th of March, 2024. This is the day that the Lord hath made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. 4 o'clock a.m. in Dallas, Texas. It is 5 a.m. on the eastern coast of the United States. And it is 6 a.m. in most parts of the Caribbean. I said most parts because I just remember that Jamaica, and we do have listeners and viewers online from Jamaica. I think it's 5 o'clock there in your neck of the woods. Wherever you are, I am saying a pleasant good day to you. Now, THG News Today, of course, is brought to you the kind compliments of Carl and Sons on St. Martin and Feezers on Nevis. And if you're just joining us for the very first time, remember please to subscribe to our YouTube channel. I cannot stress that enough. For all your news and information, please subscribe to our channel. I'm going to give you a chance to do so while we're on this quick 30-second commercial break. Then we will be right back with the news. THG News Today.
Nevis, satisfy your sweet tooth at Feezers, the cozy spot in Charlestown, known for its mouth-watering ice cream and dal parade. We are open Monday to Saturday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Come in and sample our patties, sandwiches, air-fried wings with fries, hot dogs, rotis, and now our famous smoothies, in all flavors of course. And don't forget to try the famous bus-up shut and saltfish. It's Feezers, located at the entrance to the Cotton Ginnery Mall in Charlestown, Nevis. They're also available by phone, so place your order by calling 1-869-665-2458. Don't ask about the rest, just try the best.
Now, let us begin with news out of Antigua and Barbuda. I am excited about this news. I know many of you, some of you, you have your own doubts about LIAT and you wanted a new airline, that this and that, and these new airlines, they're not saying squat diddly or diddly squat. So I am very happy to report to you that officials are hopeful that LIAT 2020 will resume flights in less than a month. Ambassador Devin Joseph, the interim chairman, stated that the airline is expected to be fully operational, starting with the 6 aircraft they plan to deploy. The government has arranged to purchase 3 aircraft from LIAT 1974 Limited through the Central Development Bank for $12.1 million. The signing of the agreement is imminent, with Antigua and Barbuda set to deposit $4.1 million to acquire the first aircraft. Wow, aircraft cost a lot of money, ain't it? Joseph expressed hope that the acquisition of the Air Operator Certificate, AOC, and the aircraft will be completed within the next 2 to 3 weeks. The government is also collaborating with Nigeria's Air Peace to launch LIAT 2020, aiming to operate with 6 aircraft with potential plans for fleet expansion. So there you had it, ladies and gentlemen, in a few weeks. This is what, March? So I'm giving them until worst case scenario, the end of April, 4 to 6 weeks time. LIAT will be back in the air. Yes, and hopefully they'll have some great routes, routes that make sense. I see one airline with a route the other day taking you from, I think it was St. Kitts, just to get to St. Martin. It's taking you all the way up to not just Antigua, I think it takes you all the way up to Dominica, and from Dominica back to St. Martin. Who wants to do that? Who wants to do that? Please bring back LIAT as soon as possible. Thanks to the Antigua and Barbuda government under the leadership of the Honorable Prime Minister Gaston Brown. We now move to news from Haiti. It's not getting any better there, even when CARICOM leaders want to sign us off an unrestricted movement with CARICOM nationals. Let's take a look at what's happening on Haiti. Heavily armed gangs tried to seize control of Haiti's main international airport on Monday, exchanging gunfire with police and soldiers in the latest attack on key government sites, in an explosion of violence that included a mass escape from the country's 2 biggest prisons. Hours after the airport assault, officials said Haiti's police academy came under attack by an armed gang. The international airport was closed when the attack occurred, with no planes operating and no passengers on site. The Associated Press journalist saw an armored truck on the tarmac shooting at gangs to prevent them from entering airport grounds, as scores of employees and other workers fled from bullets. Last week, the airport was struck briefly by bullets amid ongoing gang attacks, but gangs did not enter the airport nor seize control of it. The attack occurred just hours after authorities in Haiti ordered a nighttime curfew following violence in which armed gang members overran the two biggest prisons and freed thousands of inmates over the weekend. Some were accused of slayings, kidnappings, and other crimes. Now, the gangs already, from what I'm hearing there, were estimated to control up to 80% of Port-au-Prince, the capital. And they are increasingly coordinating their actions and choosing once unthinkable targets. And one of the targets they are now trying to get at is the central bank. And guess who's missing in action? A coward. I call him a coward. Prime Minister Ariel Henry. He traveled to Kenya last week to try to salvage support for a United Nations-backed security force to help stabilize Haiti in its conflict with the increasingly powerful crime groups. But he has been notably absent since the country's latest and most serious outbreak of violence started last week. He had stayed silent, and he's just crisscrossing the world, first class, I'm sure, all over the world, doing what? I don't know, saying he's trying to get help for Haiti. From South America to Africa, and no one knows his whereabouts at this time. So while Haiti burns, the prime minister is away with an excuse that he's trying to get help. Israel and Hamas, they are at war, but I don't see Israeli prime minister up and down the place, flying all over the place looking help. One telephone call to the White House or to wherever. But this man, he could have made calls too, but instead, this coward of a prime minister got on a plane, said bye-bye to Haiti, while his people are under attack. Yeah? And finally, in our news this morning out of St. Lucia, a 17-year-old is charged for the death of another 17-year-old. On Saturday, 24th February, the Criminal Investigations Department, Castries, initiated investigations into a fatal stabbing in Castries. This incident resulted in the death of a 17-year-old Mackay Jesse Flemus of Goodlands in Castries. And during the investigation, another 17-year-old male from Castries was arrested for causing the death. On Friday, March 1st, the 17-year-old was charged for the offense of murder. He was escorted to the First District Court for bail purposes, where he was remanded pending an additional hearing. Waste of life. Waste. Look at them. Just wasting their lives away. Now sitting in a prison cell, remanded for murder. Just waiting to be sentenced. Well, they're going to be a trial, but, life imprisonment. What's wrong with these young people? What is really wrong with these young people today? Why are you so angry and so bitter? What is up with all this? The first thing you think about to kill somebody talk to you, push up your face, and you go home and you think how you can get rid of them. Somebody tried to correct you, you don't want that anymore. Your parents talk to you, you're the big man and the big woman of the house. And you can say and do what you want. You get angry and you storm out, do all kind of nonsense. Where is all this anger coming from? And I keep asking. And St. Lucia now is every day now. I see the Honorable Prime Minister, he just appointed a new minister who was sworn in, yesterday or day before yesterday? Minister of Crime Prevention and another portfolio. But I know that he's also the Minister of Crime Prevention. So let's see what this Minister of Crime Prevention in St. Lucia, let's see what he has to offer to combat the crime situation in St. Lucia, because it's not good. It's not good and it's out of control in that country. Ladies and gentlemen, that is our news for this morning, brought to you the kind compliments of Carl and Sons on St. Martin and Feathers on Nevis. You can join me tomorrow morning, God's willing, the same time for a similar presentation. Remember, if you have not already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you have, I say thank you very much for that. It shows that you're supporting the channel and we'll continue to grow day to day. So thank you again. It means so much to us here at THG News Today, THG Network. Have a blessed day.
Carl & Sons have been serving the people of St. Martin for over 40 years. And the food and service get better and better. From early morning, customers flock to the bakery for their favorite sandwiches, cakes, pastries, you name it. First thing at mornings and last thing at afternoons, folks rush to Carl & Sons for simply the best. There are two locations, Colbay and on the Pondville. In Colbay, the opening hours are Monday to Friday, from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. On Saturdays, 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. And on Sundays, 6:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. and 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Opening hours on the Punfield, Monday to Friday, 6:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Saturday and Sunday, 6:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. We also cater for weddings, parties, special events, whatever the occasion. It's Carl & Sons. Our staff, we are always happy to serve you. Call us today, the Colby location, 721-544-2462. That's 721-544-2462. Or in Phillipsburg, 721-543-1059. That's 721-543-1059. It's Carl & Sons Bakery. We are here to serve you.